I miscalculated how much damage it took. It didn't really take that much. How can you get sent? What? A sense of achievement if you don't know who you're fighting? I think I think
Good luck and have fun.
each person should know when there's a challenge or not a challenge. If it was easy, I think each person would know their limit. The computer's not going to tell you, but like your achievement has to be within you. It's not like, oh, I beat this person. This person is known to be good. That's an achievement. That's an artificial achievement. That's not a personal achievement. At least not if you're looking for recognition of it. It should be oneself. Oh, that's right. You went for a fast gateway.
We stand as
I'm here in the shadows.
my meditation is over. Honor guides me.
I'm here in the shadows.
Base is under attack.
a tomb.
I am here.
Finished learning.
We embrace the glory of battle.
We are one. I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. I am
Research complete.
cold is the I am here in the shadows. We move unseen. I am here in the shadows. For the reckoning. I am here in the shadows. It shall be. State thy bidding. I serve. I am here in the shadows. Intriguing. Death, come. You require my skills. We
Hey, they're attacking our base.
I am the voice. I am here in the shadows.
Base is under attack.
Let our enemy know our fury. State, I am the heart of darkness. You require code. I am the voice. State code. I am the voice.
And they're out of here.
Cold is the void.
Got him.
State. I am the voice of the eclipse. I am here in the shadows. You require my skills.
I'm not saying nothing. Don't tell nobody. This guy got taken out by Warpgate and Blink Stalkers. Very rare.
The minerals have up and gone.
What? Have I been waiting this long? It's been a while. What? The Pyramid Head Club.
Mineral field depleted.
Maybe. Maybe. Instead of the ringleader, I'm the pyramid leader. So you didn't take a base. He was probably camping in the front, huh? Yeah, 'cause So the game plan was this. I noticed that his army was on my side of the map. So the game plan was force field the probes in, kill all the probes, recall back home. He kills my natural, that's fine. But I could recall back home. I've been warping in stalkers, you know, for the follow-up. So this will be just extra support. But all we have to do is we don't have to kill the nexus. We don't have to kill, you know, too much. We just have to kill the probes. And then we'll win because we have more income if we save these. There's a cannon to disrupt them for a little bit. That stalls time too. Even if we lose tech here. So force field. He derp. Recall right away. Everything dead. GG. I demand a recall. I got him. I demand a recall. Pun intended. You gotta look at it. That cannon didn't kill that sentry. Yeah. I did. I did get. I was fortunate that the sentry didn't do it. But even if though, if it wasn't that, you take out the cybernetics core, you recall. You take something small, and if I can take out his cybernetics core, recall, and then still make money, I can keep warping in. And if I really win the fight, or if he runs away, I eventually get more stalkers than he could, because he's already powered down his gateways. So there's wiggle room in it. But the best scenario, if you already have the sentry, if it didn't die, based on what you have right now, because the game plan didn't happen, the overall game plan didn't happen until I noticed that the stalkers were at my base, and at that point the sentry luckily already still survived. So because it survived and I looked at all my scenarios, I was like, okay, I have a sentry. They're pulling away because he was already halfway dead but shooting probes at that time. The probes ran, I force fielded, right, or the SCVs ran and I force fielded. That was an opportunity. So it's like when I do strategies, it's like it's moment per moment, real-time strategy. So I'm like always looking at what I got and what can I do with it. What do you think about Ghetto Blink with the War Prism versus normal Blink? I think they're both really good. You gotta learn how to utilize both of them. Like, you can do the Prism Blink in the beginning, and then while you're getting real Blink, you can switch it over, you know? But in the beginning, or you can do the fact that, like, you can't just see it as Blink as in stock. Like, who blinks, right? DTs and Stalkers. You got DTs and Stalkers that blink. Well, that's good if you get each Blink Stalkers, right? If you get the Blink Stalker or the DT Blink upgrade. But the Sentry don't blink. The Immortal doesn't blink. You know, what else? The Adept doesn't blink, kind of. Has like a weird blink. It's a weird blink. Delayed blink. They have a delayed blink, but they kind of do, but they kind of don't. Not the best blink potential, timing and everything to blink like that. So, that being said, the blink with the Prism just allows you to get all your ground units to blink. You know, that's the Ghetto Blink. You know, it opens up all your units as possible. You could do a Sentry Ghetto Blink strategy versus, you know, Lings or whatnot, probes, force fields and stuff. Immortal Blink, you know, that's really strong. We already know that, you know, so yeah, you can't always just put it side by side and say which one's better. It's more like how do I use this strategy, and then how do I use this strategy, maybe combined or back to back, or just in scenario. You just gotta look at it that way. You can't look at it like which one's better. It all depends on what scenarios are going on, what race you're playing, what you're running into, what the economy is like on both players. That really makes decisions on what you should and shouldn't do based on resources. So, but you know, why not? Like Winter says, "Por qué no los dos?" Fucking Winter. Por qué no los dos? Why not both? I don't know what to call it. And that's hilarious when I heard him say that.
Good luck, have fun, and beat him, probably.
I sent Winter some replays, a few replays. Shit, I'm already late.
They're attacking our cute little probes. Pylon is being roughed up. Not the probes.
Oh, you're gonna make a hatchery. Damn it, I don't have my probe. I'm going for 3 base.
Hey! They're attacking our base!
Shame on you.
Base is under attack.
I was thinking of sending my second probe with it and just get it done, but I was like, no, I'll save it. Bad choice. Bad choice.
Hey! They're attacking our base!
What the hell am I listening to? Dum, 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 dum.
My life for hire.
Want it.
My life for hire. My life for hire. We are the blades of iron.
Prismatic core online.
My life for hire.
Your upgrade is done.
My life for hire.
It shall be done. Processed. Paradaku. Kas. Arash.
Na Adan Atum.
Zaknaku Afal. Andaku. Chat. Full power.
Ula Sadari. Hot.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, they went a lot of roaches.
For iron. Zaknaku Afal.
The minerals have up and down.
Dimensional strings attuned.
Phase crystals charged. Processed. Systems at full.
Mineral field depleted.
Oracle perceiving.
We are at full power. Calibrating.
Go check it out.
The minerals have up and gone.
Dimensional strings attuned.
Twilight for hire.
This vessel shall avenge. Channel the light of Ior.
Oracle perceiving.
Twilight for hire.
Dimensional
Twilight for hire. Twilight for hire.
This vessel shall avenge. Channel the light of Ior.
My meditation is
You seek guidance? Harmonize. An oracle perceiving. I see.
Twilight for hire.
Dimensional strings attuned. Our fates are one. Oracle
What?
perceiving. We interpret. Extrapolating strings.
Yeah, that's up.
Research complete.
Twilight for hire.
Na Zubtai. The stars align. It is destined.
Twilight for hire.
Let us begin. Our fates are one.
We are at full power.
The enemy has discovered us.
We face the enemy.
The threads of fate lie bare.
This vessel channel the light
Dimensional strings attuned. Harmonized.
Twilight for hire.
Zak Naku Afal. We face the enemy. It shall be done. Annihilation commencing. Ikuda Anai.
You seek guidance? The stars align.
We are at full power.
Twilight for hire.
We face the enemy.
Twilight for hire.
An Erodine oracle perceiving. Na Zubtai. I see. We interpret. Our window is short. Our
Twilight for hire.
extrapolating string.
Twilight for hire. Twilight for hire.
Where do our enemies lurk?
The threads of fate lie bare. An omen. Dimensional strings attuned. It is destined.
Twilight for hire.
Oracle perceiving. The stars align.
Justice be done.
How can I aid you?
Engaging the enemy.
An Erodine Rashagal. Harmonized. I see. Na Zubtai. I see. It is destined. We dimensional strings. We meet our fate. Our fates are one. Oracle perceiving. Our window is short. Harmonized. Na Zubtai. You seek guidance? Extrapolating strings.
Mineral field depleted.
Not
We stand as
you seek guidance? Our window is short. Extrapolating strings. We interpret.
The minerals have up and gone.
The stars align. Oracle perceiving. It is an omen. The threads of fate. Let us begin. How can I aid you? Our fates are one. You seek guidance?
my life for hire.
An Erodine Rashagal.
Finished learning.
Harmonized. I see.
Mineral field depleted.
Our window is short. Dimensional strings attuned. The stars
My life for hire.
Oracle perceiving.
My life for hire.
We
The
interpret.
minerals have up and gone.
Extrapolating strings. The stars align. Our window is.
My life for hire is over.
It is
Mineral field depleted.
dimensional strings attuned.
The minerals have up and gone. And they're out of here!
Harmonize. But our window is short.
I am here in the shadows.
Lurkers,
Let
lurkers,
us
lurkers.
begin. An Erodine Rashagal. Extrapolating strings. You seek guidance?
Oh, barely.
The stars align.
Oracle dance. Is it a side request? Okay, let me check it out.
Research complete.
You try to go for a lurker play. Lurkers do good, but when nobody sees them, Revelation just takes care of a lot of that. How many drones died? How does it say? How do you find out? Units lost? Doesn't tell you. Oh, yeah. There it goes. 22 drones, 43 probes. Okay, I probably lost more. Control R. Oh no, that's not it right. And then I lost 2 probes. Oh, I would have killed more if I could. You did well. Oh man, it's just the follow-ups were good. All the follow-ups did well. My counters to reading his play. I messed up here though. Couldn't do too much, but did enough. So this is a cannon rush that didn't work right, but there's still follow-ups. You still have a game going. You know, it might just maybe go a little in his favor or her favor, but overall, it's supposed to be an opener. If you do it, you make things a little weird, and you should have a follow-up. You should have like a play style if you're doing it. You shouldn't have no idea what to do next too. Or else the game, you're gonna lose a lot. It takes time to eventually like start piecing things together. But I didn't kill the hatchery. You know, this is a game I didn't kill the hatchery, and he went for a third. So it's like your game plan still needs to be solid. I say after. Now what I wanted to do here is I wanted to get zealots +1 attack. A +1 attack zealot. So when I go upgrades, usually I have a reason to go upgrades. It's a strategy. It's not exactly like, hey, why don't you get upgrades? Well, I don't go every game upgrades because I play different. I have to have a reason why I go upgrades. Well, in this particular one, I get a +1 upgrade because I'm playing versus Zerg. I'm doing a really early Ling zealot. It's like having a Ling run by. And so what I want to do is if he goes queens, then the queens are going to get disrupted by the zealots. And if he goes lings, then the lings get shredded by the zealots because they're +1 attack zealots. And that's going to help me with the void rays to go over and try to snipe the hatchery if I could snipe it. That's the game plan, you know. It's filled with Baileys. It looked like a shoe. It does look like a shoe, right? Tomorrow will be old Greg. Will be old Greg. Alright, so this was the game plan. So some of it worked. I mean, the Zealots did get the queen. One of them. That's what we wanted. We wanted the queen to die, but he did get Hydras. So I killed the queens. But then the Hydras came. Void Rage keep recall. He sees everything. He got he's got a lot of vision right here. Good play. The one thing about oracles though is oracles you can also get vision. You could also identify where they're at by revelation, you know, so it's pretty cool. It's like even though it's like, yeah, you know where I'm at, but I know where you're at. So it's now it's a cat and mouse that tends to be played. I really was like off by a little bit on my timing. So I had to go back in again and hope that he didn't inject. But here I was like, okay, cool. He didn't have the spore up. I held position, killed as many drones as I could. And then I sniped the hatchery at the end. Because if I snipe the hatchery first, then the drones would go away. And we don't want them to go away. We want them to stay there. So by that, it allows me to kill more drones. All those little things really help out to try to win the game, or else they might get too many resources. So yeah, the fact that we hold position instead of snipe it. So because yeah, like I said, if you snipe it, all these are going that way, and then we got to go over there, and then that might not be what we want to do. So boom, right at the end. And a revelation, because we want to know where they're at. Say, hey, you know where I'm at? I want to know where you're at. He was unfortunate to not be, but he was greedy too to not get spores here. He was risking it. Oracles are very fast. They're very fast. They don't get, you can't chase them. Alright, so we did this so that we could pull the army over there. And that we did. We pulled the whole enchilada over here. Right? Just because, I guess what happens is like, your void raids get so annoying that you just want to kill it at a certain point for some players. For some players, like you've been bugging them with those void raids throughout, just poking, even if you don't do much, but just poke and you just bother. They kind of have this more eagerness to like really take it down. So I send it right here as a bait, and the whole enchilada comes. And the whole thing about this is like, okay, I'll get him finally. He's gonna go back, and I'm gonna surprise him with my hatchery. He's got this whole game plan to kill this one void raid, and my game plan is to kill this base. So that was easy, right? But it's like, bro, your whole base is gone. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, that's good observing right here with the overseers. Like, he's not letting anything slip by him. The only problem is that the oracles are very fast, you know? It's like, you can't just sneak up on them like you would a ground army. A ground army is like, oh, I see him, he's coming this way, let me just kind of surround him, get my units and stuff. With the oracles, no, it's like a little different. A lot of drones died. I stayed right there to kill all the larvae. Made sure the larvae died. Don't want them reproducing a whole lot of drones just from the larvae that I could have killed. You know, those are little things that you have to remember. It's like, hey, those are larvae, you can make them into drones and just start mining more, so kill them. You know? GG.